Hello, hello. We've got a lot of very exciting manga to read today. Starting with the latest chapter of Kaiji. This one is called Disturbance. So, the last one ended on quite a cliffhanger, which is why I can't help but go to this chapter first today. Kaiji was assisting this man next to him at the bank with picking up his documents when he found something terrifying. First, it just seemed like a very confusing picture of Chairman Hyodo, but this advertisement from Tei on the back contains a wanted poster for him and Chang and Mario with pictures of his face, with the magnitude of money that they could both hope to get by turning them in and the amount that Kaiji himself had stolen, quote-unquote stolen, if the Tei debtor was more the vigilante type, more the type to take matters into their own hands. Definitely a scary situation that has just exploded out of nowhere. But what will happen? Okay, so Kaiji quickly puts his face mask back on. He hands the guy the flyer, but without even turning back to him. He hands him with the flyer with the with the wanted poster facing outwards. I guess maybe it would look suspicious if he turned it around and turned it around again. And it's not like the guy isn't gonna just look at the back anyways. Gotta get through this right here. I have to make it through. I can't let him realize I'm one of the people pictured on that flyer. Okay. Luckily enough for me, the guy hasn't caught up to who I am yet. He hasn't taken a good look at the flyer he got back. He just handed it back. He's gonna take it and put it in his wallet without thinking. It's fine. And so it is. It seems like he's just kind of gathering his things up, putting it back in his wallet. But again, can it really be so simple? Is it really going to be just a crisis resolved by Kaiji doing basically nothing? I doubt it. Because we've learned so much about this guy in the last chapter. There was that odd little tangent where we learned about this guy's circumstances, his life, why he's taking out this loan, everything. While he's opening up, or sorry, not taking it, or well, it kind of explains why he took out the loan. It explains why he's opening up a new bank account. It explains why he's depositing such a small amount compared to Kaiji. All of these circumstances aren't just meant to give kind of an explanation of the plot deal, but to build up a characterization. This is someone who's pretty desperate, pretty unhappy with their lot in life. We heard into their thoughts when they were envious of Kaiji throwing his money around, seemingly opening up these accounts and depositing millions of yen. So I feel like this guy is going to be an adversary. He's going to stick around. Fine like this. Just don't do anything that stands out in silence. At the same time, go as fast as I can. Take care of business quickly and make it away from this bank. It glances over. Now, of course, he might just be glancing over again because it's like, what's with this guy? Why is he depositing so much money? But, yeah. I don't know. And look at how distant we've gone from this character. That when he's first introduced, we're learning all about him from like an omniscient narrative perspective. We're seeing into his thoughts. But now, after this crisis, we're entirely with Kaiji. We have no idea what this other person is thinking. You need some time to count the money in your deposit electronically. Right. It's very conspicuous, the sound of the money counter. It's really going to drive home just how wealthy Kaiji is. I have to wait. Once we have your passbook ready, we'll call the number on this card, so please be patient and wait for us to finish. Okay. I should become relatively panicked at this inevitable crisis. Now, the other guy, it should take no time at all to set up his account with the small amount that he's donating, right? So, Kaiji should hope that quite soon after he sits down, this guy's going to finish up. They're going to just count their money, count his money by hand, set him up, send him out. He's not going to be a threat any longer. And then Kaiji's wait, however long it takes, is irrelevant because the guy is already gone. That's the hope. But I think this is going to indicate that something is truly wrong. This guy lingers past the point of necessity. state of absent-mindedness, held captive solely in the feeling of not wanting to stand out, and so he carelessly turns right back to the place in which he was previously seated. This is an act of folly. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. He sits back down in the exact same spot. That's right. You saw him sitting there and smoking before. With this guy, this sudden adversary, was sitting right next to him. After all, once Mr. Nakasaka, problematic man, is finished filling out the resignation form, he's going to turn around, and Kaiji is right there. Yeah. Kaiji should have sat somewhere well out of the normal line of sight. Should have sat back in a corner or something. In fact, he could have even just, like, gone to the bathroom. I'm assuming there's a bathroom. Something like that. But he's panicking, right? Like, he's so caught up in what might happen, how he'll respond to any bad possibility, that he's not thinking through these kind of small automatic movements, I think. Ooh. Call this number on the card. Please wait for a minute. So this guy has to wait a bit too. I don't think he'll need to wait as long. But because the amount of money is so much smaller, I would think. But I don't know. Maybe the limiting factor isn't actually the counting of the money. Maybe setting up the account takes longer than counting Kaiji's money even. The exact same seat as well. Before. Did he just move a seat closer though? I think he did. I think before he was one seat further down. Looks over. He's focused in on me. It feels like this guy's interested in what's going on with me. Should have moved somewhere else. Yes, yes. You should have at least forced him to make more of an effort to sit next to you. It's like, if he's interested, if he's actually suspicious, he's gonna go out of his way to sit next to Kaiji anyways. So therefore, Kaiji can get something from that. He can see, oh my god, even though I went all the way to the opposite side of the bank, this guy still followed me. Oh, this is intense. And the way Fukumoto is depicting this is really interesting. It's very rare that Fukumoto depicts a character in such a state of neutrality. Normally everyone in a Fukumoto series, you kind of know what they're about. They're in the throes of some sort of ecstasy or despair, and you know all of the kind of relationships between the characters such that nobody kind of has this passivity. Nobody has these ambiguous movements and expressions. And just the way the blankness of this guy's face. Just kind of looking at Kaiji. You know? It's like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Plenty of open seats. After you can start selling them. Yet I wandered right back to the same seat. What am I stupid? I'm such an idiot. Ah, what has he realized? Of course, my scar is visible even with my mask on. Ooh. He panicked though. He did. This is really weird to do this. To just cover up his scar. Now he's even more suspicious looking. I'm not sure if this guy has made the connection that he's like, oh, that guy in the wanted poster had a scar too. What do I do? What do I do now? Should I move? Just move somewhere else? Even from now? Maybe look bad at stand out for sure. Yeah, but this already looks pretty bad. Right? And it's like, if the guy's suspicious of you, he'll be suspicious of you no matter what. But if right now he's more just confused, the longer you give him to study you, the more likely he will come to the right conclusion, I guess? I don't know. I really don't know what to do here. This is such a nightmare scenario. Right now, don't I kind of look like that sculpture? Oh, this is great. He really does, though. Let's see if I can do some thinking. Well, I can't really do it on camera. It's a good sculpture. You can get a Figma of it, I'm pretty sure. Don't I already stand out like I am already? Oh, Kaiji. What are you gonna do? Guru, guru, guru. this roiling, nauseous feeling. You know what I think I would do? It's like you gotta lean into this idea that you're weird, right? You're not overly suspicious. You're just the kind of strange person that you would find anywhere. Just a run-of-the-mill weirdo. So you act uncomfortable, you cover up parts of your face, you're in some weird financial situation, who knows why, and you're the type that if anyone is kind of engaging with you in any way, you just flee, you just like run off to the bathroom or whatever. I think you should lean into that, right? And try to kind of make the other guy more uncomfortable. Make him be like, oh, I don't really want anything to do with this. Something like that. What do I do? What do I do? Something. I have to do something at least. This is good. Really good scanlation, by the way. Thank you to Fukumoto Crazy. The what do I do's, the this font, it's really appropriate. It feels just like that really wormy, anguished state of mind. I'd be curious to see the raws too. Ooh, so he makes a move. He gets up. At least move over to this side. The side he can't see my scar on. Okay, now that looks really suspicious. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do something like that, you might as well go whole hog. I don't know. Just like walk around the room, go have a cigarette in the corner or something. I don't know. You have a cell phone now, right? So like go over to the corner, take your phone out. You know, something. Like pretend to make a call. You don't have to pretend to talk on the phone or whatever. Just I don't know. It's easy for me to say. It's hard in this situation of panic. I like this though. This sort of extremely minimal action. So far, this entire chapter, in terms of the actual physical action, has been Kaiji handing the flyer back, filling out a form, sitting down, and then getting up and sitting down 2 seats to the right. It's brilliant. I love it. I love it. Move here. This guy's even more suspicious. Kaiji quietly takes a plainly peculiar action. His head is in utter disarray. Disorientation. If he's going to do something like this, then moving to sit far away from it all at once would be still better. Yeah, of course. It would be more natural. It would be. It really would be, right? Make the guy kind of seem uncomfortable. Make him think like, gee, I don't know what's up with that guy. I hope I didn't like offend him somehow. Just kind of make the situation move past where it is. This minor adjustment is clearly strange. So of course he's alerted now even more than ever. All right, so this is the first kind of reading of the situation that's not inside of Kaiji's paranoid mind. Tells us that this guy is alerted, which is a very neutral word. It still doesn't imply whether or not he's having suspicions of Kaiji based on the Tei folder, based on the money, based on the scar, like what, you know? But, you know, as we can see, he is truly alerted. He's staring right at Kaiji. He seems mostly just concerned, I think. I think he thinks there's something kind of going wrong with Kaiji. Don't look at me. Okay. So he does look away, feeling probably very uncomfortable about this whole situation. He looks really worried. It's like he's trying to remember something. His face is like, haven't I seen this guy somewhere before? Ooh. Is Kaiji right? I don't know. It's like, there's such innocent explanations for everything, too. Like, what if this guy just feels bad that he was looking at Kaiji's scar, and that Kaiji is clearly sensitive about this scar? You know? Like, maybe he was just thinking, like, man, this guy has a ton of money. He's got this crazy scar. What's up with that? Like, oh, maybe he's like Yakuza or something. He's just kind of fantasizing. He's just thinking. And then Kaiji covers the scar. He moves. And this guy's like, oh, I hope I didn't offend that guy. I don't know. Maybe he is trying to remember something. I really don't know. Shit, what do I do? What do I do? Kaiji, what are you gonna do? Gotta get saved by the bell. Should I leave? It's only the middle of the transaction, but should I take off? Doesn't matter how bad it is, I can't do that. Yeah, I don't think you should do that. That's the most suspicious thing you can do, given that you're violating like the whole purpose of you being there. You've deposited your money, but you don't have your passbook. So it's like a really terrible outcome for you, right? That's evident to everyone. So you could only be doing that out of some sort of desperation. And then, to all observers, they wonder, what is this desperation? And that's when the dominoes start falling around your identity. Handing over 20 million yen and then disappearing would be too strange for words. Of course, indeed. If I try to do that now, even the bank will start to suspect me of something. So it's probably just a matter of time. If I don't move away, this guy's going to figure out that eventually, the same person on that flyer is sitting right there. Ooh! Saved! Mr. Nakasaka is called over to the counter. Right in the middle of this thought process. We don't know what this thought process was, but it's best for Kaiji, no matter what, that it gets interrupted. And this guy is distracted. This guy looks away from Kaiji. This guy is busy with his own business. I don't know what's going on, but this is awesome. The address for your new bank card listed as a different address from your bank. Yeah. This is all because of like his divorce and the alimony payments and all this stuff that we learned about last chapter. Sure. Uh-oh. We can't do that. Uh-oh. So, on one level, it's like, Kaiji seems saved. This guy's gonna get very distracted. But then he could get, like, agitated. He could start kind of just being more alert, more engaged, because he now wants to kind of, like, rectify something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of additional activation of his person is maybe bad for Kaiji. And then on, like, a more meta level, I was starting to think, like, oh, maybe this guy won't really be a problem. Maybe this is going to be a little arc about how Kaiji has just become so paranoid because of this whole money situation, and we've gained this information of the Tei Wanted poster, and it's going to be a little arc about how it's all up in Kaiji's head, and he acts all bizarrely, but in the end, the guy never suspected of him. They just pass silently like ships in the night, you know. But now that they're adding this, I think that's less likely again. Now we're kind of engaging with this character more. Regulations prevent us from assigning the address for a bank card to anywhere but the one matching your identification document. Bank cards get the address my ex-wife is gonna find out. Oh no, wait a minute. Kaiji's documentation, his identification document, probably lists his address at his mom's house. So his bank card and all of that stuff for all of these banks that he's been going to are all going to go to his mom's house. Okay. And Tei, I'm almost certain, is going through his mom's mail. Like, wouldn't they? Because, you know, they've wiretapped her house and they're constantly staking out the apartment building. I'm sure they would have also taken the step to go through her mail. So they start seeing all these bank cards. They know Kaiji's going around depositing all this money. Oh, no. They're going to start staking out banks. They're going to start trying to get one step ahead. Oh my god, is that really the outcome of this arc? It has nothing to do with this guy. It has nothing to do with Kaiji's paranoia. It's the address. The address on his ID forms. Look at Kaiji in the background. I think he's realized. He's overheard this. So it's like, in the end, his paranoia, even though maybe his paranoia with this guy was totally unfounded, it made him eavesdrop. It made him learn about this, make him think where all this stuff is getting mailed to. Alright, so this guy, yeah, clearly I don't think he gives a shit about Kaiji that much. He was just a little perturbed and confused by the whole situation. But he's clearly much more focused about this stuff with his ex-wife. We can see his thoughts now. Problem, can't you please just use the address I wrote down there instead? Truly very sorry, Mr. Nagasaka. Okay, so Kaiji's happy. What do you do about it? Fall Nagasaki. That's the way. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Fight as much as you want. Okay, so Kaiji. Kaiji very happy, seeing that this guy is distracted, seeing that this guy is just gonna fight with this cashier or this teller for however long. Doesn't seem like, but I don't know. Am I onto something? Do you think with this address plot line, or am I? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, Kaiji on break next week. Oh, because it's gonna be continuing to combined issues, so the whole magazine's on break. I see. I see. Anyways, a fun chapter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Where this arc will go. This whole saga. It's all so crazy. All right. Good time.